I'm back, and I have more zhuzh. Okay, so this is fairly interesting, and I'm gonna try to do this with as little rambling as possible. But I realized something very important today when it comes to using mechs. So I noticed that whenever I'm in free play, my mechanics are very good. Okay, now I'm trying to do my own horn. I mean comparatively to my mechanics in game. In free play, triple resets and quad resets, quad resets being a little bit more rare, but triple resets being very easy for me, um, they come quite easy in free play. But then the second I go to um, into a game, double resets start to become impossible. And it's not a boost thing, um, because if I go here to standard boost, and then I go, holy, that was garbage. But I did it, and boost is not an issue. At least not really. So I was like, okay, well, what could this issue be? Surely it's not the fact that I have 25 more ping in free play. Sorry, I mean, in free play I have 0 ping. In real games I have like 25 to 30 ping. That's not really much of a difference. But I was like, that might be. I don't think that's it. I really do not think that is it. So I think one of my main issues is the fact that whenever I'm in free play, you see how I use my D-pad to get like the perfect setups, like this. You can't really do that in real games. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. If you get this in free play, well, I mean in game, then like you get, I don't know, you do the best you can. That's what separates the great pro. Sorry, not the great. Oh my gosh, the people with like great mechanics and the people with good mechanics. So like for instance, Zen, he has very good mechanics, but you don't see him like constant. Like okay, if you go watch some like dark clips, you'll see like triple flip resets and stuff in like, and he can very consistently do them. But the thing about like Zen, for instance, is that no matter what setup you give him, he will find a way to get that ball into the net. Whether it's like with one reset, two resets, if it's a musty, if it's a double tap, if he has to go to the ceiling, it doesn't matter. As long as he has like, actually no, it's just that's Zen. He can just get it into the net. He's so extremely versatile and consistent with his any setup you give him that it's very easy for him to score with his mechanics. But Dark, and I'm not saying he can, I'm not saying he has to have a perfect setup to do it. I'm simply shedding light on something that Zen does very well. Even though Zen doesn't do extremely complicated mechanics like Dark does. Dark is spamming Arsenal resets and um, triple flip resets, like spamming rapids and Miris, the occasional. I think he does some non 360 MacDuffs. That sounds familiar, but I don't know if that's actually true. But I don't know. But Dark, no matter what setup you give him, he does tend to. It's like, oh, um, like if the setup isn't perfect, he'll just throw in another reset so he can realign the ball towards the goal. Like Dark is very good at that, but that's not. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. But basically, that was my other thought, which was maybe it's the setups that's the issue. But I think my issue right now, I thought of this earlier today, is that whenever I'm in free play, there's no stress, and I'm just doing my shots. It's happening. It's muscle memory. I'm very confident in what I can do. I realize, oh, I can get a flip reset here, and then I get the flip reset. Oh, I can get a rapid reset here, I got it. I can get a second one. I can hit the ball. I know what's gonna happen. I know what I can do, and then I do it. I know what I can. I'm not gonna go, oh, I'm gonna hit a 6 flip resets right here. No. Obviously, I'm gonna make mistakes. But like 6 flip resets isn't really in my wheelhouse. I mean, no, it's not in my wheelhouse. A penta reset is barely in my wheelhouse. It's like in the garage behind all the dirty boxes. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. But where was I going with this? Oh, yes, yeah, but whenever I'm in game, I'm a lot less comfortable and confident. I'm significantly more timid whenever I'm in game, which is not good. If I'm super timid when trying to get a reset, and it's like, you know that thing where it's like, whenever you start trying to, I'm trying to find a good way to put this, but it's like whenever you start learning how to do a flip reset, you're kind of extremely timid in the air, and you're just trying to go towards the ball as best that you can, and yeah, and it's like, okay, that was too good. I need to. How do you do this? So it's like that. I don't know how I got that, but you're like super timid, and then the ball, like you end up getting the reset like super early, or just like not at all. You kind of just like barely graze the ball, and like it's like no reset happens. It's like if I do it with some arrow, it's like I got it super timidly. That I keep getting the reset, but like I don't really know how to explain it. I think you guys know what I mean. But it's where you super timidly get the reset, and you're not confident. I think that's my issue. Um, in real in real games is that I'm not confident and I'm far too timid. Um, I'm more focused on. That was really good. I'm more focused on. Oh, I need to make sure this shot is. Oh, okay, no. If I'm trying to score like a double flipper set in game, I have to. There's like I rarely. If you play twos and you're a fairly decently mechy player, you'll realize that getting a setup is hard because of all the ego challenges and the ball chasers. Every time you go in the air, there will always be one or maybe two people, if you're like Diamond 2, that fly into the air at Mach 15 trying to slam the ball as far away from you as possible. They don't care about getting it in your net, they just want it to be far away from you. I mean, they don't really realize that they're doing this, and they're not doing it out of hatred or spite. They're just like, they see the ball in the air, they have boost. What, like, they're diamond, you know. So, every time you do get like an uncontested setup, I feel like I end up fumbling it as well. So I think that is something that is definitely a great idea to practice, and that is go in free play with either with like standard boost, and you're not allowed to use this D-pad. No D-pad for you. Just score good shots with without the D-pad and without infinite boost. For like practicing your setups and also having good boost whenever you do stuff. Also, the whole timidity, timidity, timidacy. I don't know. Like whenever you holy placement, whenever you go for shots, be confident and just know, like, oh, I need to get a reset, and then I'm gonna do a 1-2 touch air dribble, and it's good, or like 1 touch flip reset, touch, hit the ball, scored. Like no, be confident in yourself. Like if I just like I'm having a lot of trouble explaining this, and I didn't script this at all. I was like, I before I forget this or something, or forget everything that I'm going to talk about, I need to just film this with zero editing, just whatever. But what I'm saying is just like pretend like you're like super confident. When you're going for the reset, boost straight towards that ball. Think like you are a lion and the ball is a sleeping gazelle. Like just go for it. You know how to do it. Just do it. That's what I'm trying to say. That doesn't mean that you want to go like just like straight full speed, no stop. I'm not saying hold down boost. I'm not saying just slam your tires or the center of your car into the ball. I'm not saying that. I'm saying face the ball head on and use the right amount of boost for the shot. Um, just like be confident. Don't be super timid. Don't mess it up. And make sure you practice your setups and also your boost. I have 1,000 hours in free play. Anywhere. Oh, sorry. I have 1,000 to 1,200 hours in free play. And I did not ever practice my setups or really do much practice with limited boost at all. Please do not make that mistake. And if you have a bunch of hours in free play, I implore you, please go practice your setups and stuff. This has absolutely ruined my mechanics. Not practicing setups. So I'm probably gonna end up doing it more. Like whenever I go into free play, I'm just like gonna not worry about like unlimited boost and stuff. But that's not my words. But I think you guys understand what I mean. I also learned a new thing about rapid resets. I was doing. I might as well include this. Why not? I don't need to make another video. But whenever so it was rapid resets. That is if I can even remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. I remember it had something to do with like. Nope, I don't remember. It had nothing. I don't know. I don't know. I find myself kind of like turning away and then like kind of trying to do a diagonal flip. It's like I'm facing the ball head on, okay, and I have my fingers in the right spot. Then I'll, as I mentioned in my last video, over rotate or something, or like turn away and over rotate, and then try to do a diagonal flip. Don't know why I do that sometimes. It's kind of weird. There's nothing. There's usually not. That was beautiful. But you should be like usually I strive for like this, you know. No, stop it. Go in the net. Um, the more vertical 9 to 11 degree angle flips for this, because most of the time, whenever I know I mentioned in the last video, I'm gonna repeat it because I don't care. You see, right now I'm going straight towards the goal. I'm planning on doing. Don't pay any attention to that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Be confident. Um, I'm going straight towards the net right now. If I were to go here and then I were to like get on the side of the ball and like do this, you know, look, I'm going towards that wall in the corner. We don't need to be doing this or this or that. I don't know. Anything. We don't need to be doing that because the goal is over there. Okay? Don't treat every shot with rapid resets as if you're going from the corner. Okay? Sometimes you go more forward, sometimes you go more horizontal. Right here, super duper diagonal, super horizontal, whatever you want to call it. It's very sharp because look how far away I am. Like horizontal, not far away in distance. You know what I'm saying. This shot from this wall over did that, like the corner there. That's further away, but it's less of an egregious angle. Well, I guess technically it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying. If I want to get more rapid resets, I kind of have to like do instead of a 9 to 11 o'clock, it's more like 8 to 10 o'clock, or like Yeah, see, like, it's fairly horizontal. Maybe it's less, like... I accidentally cut off my recording. I stopped recording on accident. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't remember what a traditional ana I almost said anabolic. Ana ag ana 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 I A G A N G A analog. It's analog. A non-analog clock. I forget what they look like with the minute and the hour hand. Like I forget. So 6 o'clock. It said that was which would be like 7, which would be there. So it would be 8. But I remember 9 being 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy! I've been saying the wrong things this entire time. It'd be like 10 to 12 o'clock, but don't do like 12 o'clock because like that's just a straightforward flip. So it's like that's 12 o'clock. That's not 11. That's 11, 10. But like 9 o'clock is this. This is a 9 o'clock flip, right? And then like this would be 8 o'clock. Wow. I'm getting my numbers wrong this entire time. So it's like 10 to 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying. Like more vertical whenever you're going forward, but whenever you're going more horizontal and it's sharp whenever you're in the corner and you're trying to get to that goal, you know what I'm trying to say. It's more like a 9 to 10 rather than a 10 to 11. Sometimes. It depends on the first and second reset. It depends. It really depends. See if I get the reset right here, we're cooked. I gotta get like 5 or 6 resets if I want to go in there. But like if I get the reset like right, boom, right there, then it's only like, well, it depends. I kind of was bad there, but it's like more like 2 or 3 resets. I want to keep filming, but I really have talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Both those tips. Um, Whenever I think of more tips, I'm gonna make more videos. Because this is really quite important for a lot of you. A lot of you are just gonna keep freestyling and accidentally making bad habits or not making good habits, and then that's not fun. So I'm gonna try to help because I played this game too much. And I've learned stuff that some of you probably will not or haven't learned yet. And I don't want you guys to have to wait another 300 hours of free play to learn things that I'm learning right now. However, it's gonna be because you know, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. The 2 of you watching. Anyway, I really don't have a lot to say. To be honest with you, now I'm just thinking of other tips because I know I've thought of a couple. Like thought of the ones that I've said. I guess I can say this: learn directional arrow. If you want to get into freestyling, for the love, learn directional arrow, please. You can obviously do it without it, but like the sooner you have the freedom of directional arrow, the better. Future you will think yourself, the sooner you learn it. Because if you think of directional arrow as a percentage of how much freedom you have when using it, if you've been practicing directional arrow for 50 hours and you have about like 40%, I'm choosing random numbers by the way, 40% freedom when using directional arrow, then it's going to be a lot harder to learn a flip reset if you're not able to do exactly what you want there. You can do rings maps maybe with relative ease, and you know how to like move your car with a directional arrow, but like it's not fine tuned. It's not like super precise, and you're not very extremely proficient with it. You just understand how to move your car to a decent degree, but you still like will lose control sometimes. That will make it harder to learn other mechanics and stuff, and to continue your progress with freestyling. So if you just start learning directional aerial as soon as you possibly can in your life, then that's good for you. Because instead of it being 40%, whenever you decide to learn flip resets, it might be like 45%. That's really going to help. That extra 5%. I'm choosing, like, these numbers I'm saying are completely redundant. It took me like 10 hours of practicing directional arrow to really get it down. When I say down, I mean like I would obviously still lose control and stuff, but like I could do rings maps like with a couple deaths, you know. Um, I'm significantly more proficient now. Oh, yes. Um, arrow, not arrow. Oh, also, whenever you're learning directional arrow, um, maybe your arrow sensitivity should be like 1.0 or like 1 to 1.5. I think 1.3 to 1.5 is like a good range for learning arrow, you know? Like if you don't want it to be like super slow and like 1.0. Um 1 1.3 I feel like is good. 1.3 to 1.5, even 1.0 if you're just learning it, and focus on speeding up your arrow um, whenever you actually have it down. Uh, that's what I did. Is it the best way to do it? I have no clue. My source? Trust me, bro. I have absolutely no clue. I'm just throwing that stuff out there. Try it out. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it. Go change your aerial sensitivity to 10, and then learn arrow. I don't care. Um, if that's how you learn it, then bodacious. Um, but I learned at a fairly low sense, and I'm pretty sure I over time, like every day, I would add 0.05 arrow until eventually I was at like 2 arrow, and then I was like, you know what, frick it, I don't care. I switched it to 2.7, and I was like, okay, now it's time to get good at 2.7. Um, I wouldn't do that. I don't think the higher aerial sensitivity you have, in my experience, it makes warming up harder. So honestly, it would probably benefit me to switch to a more conservative, like 1.5. I still enjoy faster arrow sensitivities because of the amount of rapids I do. Having a slightly faster arrow is very good for rapids, in my opinion. Um, just because it's nice to be able to quickly twist into position and then just do the flip whenever it's time to do it. So it's like I'm in position, now I flip. Okay. So I used 2.7. That's what. Whenever I looked up, not looked up. I went into Dark's aerial sensitivity used to be like 2.7, so I was like, I'll use that because I wanted to mimic his playstyle. I wasn't doing the thing where it's like, oh, I'm gonna copy this pro settings because I want to be good too. That's not what I was doing. I was just like, I really like his playstyle. That's my goal. His playstyle. That's how I got into low desert freestyling and the CCA's comp clip hitting. Is because of Dark. I was like, I need to get my mechs better so I can adapt to Dark's playstyle. And I was like, okay, well, let's get my mechs done, and then, boom, now I'm obsessed. That's why I do so many rapid resets and Muris. Rapid resets, Muris, Arsenal resets, Pogos. I do a lot less Arsenal resets and Pogos. I really should do them more, but um, do them more because I want to get better at them, and also they're cool. They're cool. You know, I like doing RC reset to rapid. That was a Jaxie and I missed, but whatever. Well, it wasn't really a Jaxie. I know it kind of was. It was like, I don't know. It was something. But one of my favorite shots I've ever done is Arsenal reset. Is Arsenal reset to Rapid to Pogo to Musty. I think I did that once. If I didn't do that though, um, then I guess I didn't do it. I don't know, but I really like Arsenal resets to Pogos. I think Arsenal reset. That's like, for instance, whenever you're going for an Arsenal reset, you cannot be timid and go at the ball slowly. You have to like fly at it, and then just you have to angle the car right. You have to fly towards the bottom of the ball, and then just like lift up. Here's a tip: don't boost while you're getting the Arsenal reset. If I hold boost and then get the reset while I have boost going, then I'm going to boost too high and I won't be able to do anything with the ball. See, unless you want to go above it. But I like to boost towards underneath the ball, stop boosting, then go for something. I'll let the replay go. Boost towards the bottom of the ball confidently and fast. Stop boosting once you got the reset. Do whatever afterwards. Okay, that's my tip for Arsenal resets. That's it. Okay, bye.